The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the... to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. 11. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Bravo. 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
21. Lock. Hey, watch it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him.
Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
13. Hey, Haywood. Hey. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 21. 47 is the Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 30 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. D. Ford. Credit him with the sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, gun. Check. No. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
21.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Come on now, let's go.
First down, 49ers.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You ain't got nothing.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Like 20. We ain't giving a big. On the team. Hey, come on. Slam.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Go. Check, 47. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
11. Hey, Foxtrot. 4-7's the mic. I got you. 1, Omaha. Check 13. Check 12. Shit.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
21. Here we go. I got you.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
12. Hey, seam 6. Mark, boy, 47. Check, 47. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. 3rd and short, McKinnon. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Alert flag. 65. Flag. Twist. Bang. Hey, gun. Motion, check.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mike,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 65, 65. Sponge. No. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Twist. I got you. Check 25. Wide. Go ahead.
Garoppolo now. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 59. Hey, gun. Back. 21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. sack back around the 8. D Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to settle them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They run it with Breida. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, McKinnon again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
21.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And up.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Here we go. Check. One, Omaha.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball.
Here we go.
They've done so with that first run.
12.
On second down, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 95 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Big series right here.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check it back. 21. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180! Double dog. That's the way. He's coming. We got double up.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already. And we've still got 3 quarters to go.
21. That's 22, that's 22. Two. Hey, exit.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Regular. 7's the mic, folks. 7's the mic. Up. Hey, orbit. Check. Greystone, travel. Kings. Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
King. Hey, Alloy 33. Check. Crunch. Check 37.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away.
33. Pistol. Run. Check safety. Shit. Up.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield, and they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 65.
On 1st down, Coleman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
White.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180. I got this. Hey, high 7. We got. Like 22. 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Let's bring it. Back 22, back 22. Yeah. You don't want none. Check three. Hey, watch it.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
54. Run. Check.
Mayfield now. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to air one out. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They will run again with Coleman. Shedding the tackle. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180! Watch it!
On 3rd down, McKinnon. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
11. Hey, gun. Ringo.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He finds Beckham complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second and goal.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second and goal. Mayfield, and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
2 yards on the play.
On first down, Coleman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's back to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Okay, 180. Squeeze, double there. Single, slot. Hey,
They'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mayfield now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10.
47 is the mic. In your face.
Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. King. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. But it'll be second and goal. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This will be taken very short.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It's certainly